Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Bud Brown. I began Dumaguete City, Philippines. Been here a few years, and on this video I wanted to tell you the things that I no longer give advice on and why. You know, being here 10 years, you kind of learn a few things, but people that come here, and the reason that I'm saying this right now is because the past couple weeks, man, I've been meeting a lot of expats, I mean future expats, people that have decided they think they want to live in the Philippines. So normally I kind of jump at the chance to tell them what to do, what not to do, but not now. And I'll tell you why. I've learned that people, especially older people like myself, are pretty set in their ways. I feel that I'm open-minded and am ready to change my opinion on things. And I'll tell you some things that I did change my opinion on. Number one, the age gap in marriage here. Either you've seen it on video or you've heard other well, that's the same thing. Heard other YouTubers talk about it. But many times older men have had a divorce or two, or even if they've been single, they want to start a new life here in the Philippines with a partner. And many times they'll meet and marry or have a girlfriend of someone that's many years younger than them, maybe as old as their children. And at first, oh, I couldn't see that at all. And a lot of people think that way. No way. But over the years, I've seen some very good relationships develop from that. So I'm not going to say yes or no. I'm going to say it depends on the people. So that's one. Number two, oh, I used to be a real stickler for the custom and the fast food places here of leaving your tray. I noticed when I first got here, the Filipinos leave their tray of food and, you know, their leftovers on the table where they ate, and then they leave. Oh boy, if you were to do that in the States, you would get the stink eye. Hey, clean up your plate. But here, and I've tried to explain, guys, they have people to clean the table, and they don't. And I've asked employees and managers, do you want people to pick up their tray and clean their own table or not? No. Why? Because not only is it taking away someone's job, but they don't know if the table has been wiped clean. If you take your tray and your food, I mean your paper stuff from your, you know, that's food that's been wrapped, the table may appear to be clean, but did you wipe it down like the bus boys do? Did you clean it, make sure it's clean, you wiped it down? No. Well, I'm just saying that's the reason that I leave my food, because everybody else does, and that's what they want. But I've heard many times, I have always been told to clean up after myself, and by golly, by gum, I'm going to do it. I don't care where I live. Okay, so now I just say that they don't want you to, but if you want to, that's up to you, whatever. And number, I don't know what, 3. Being aggressive. I've witnessed several times foreigners were being aggressive and loud to the Filipinos, and I would, go up and try to intercept and make peace. But I realize I'm not changing anything. Hey, maybe they need to learn the real world results of that type of behavior in public. Because anyone that's been here in the Philippines a while knows you may win the battle, but you're going to lose the war. And I'll just leave it at that. So no advice on that. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to say you should behave when you get here. So I'm not going to say any more about that. Another thing that I'm easing off on advising is the language. Of course, I like learning languages. I mean, my background, I've studied languages. I like it. I enjoy it. To me, it has opened doors that otherwise would not be open. But there's a saying, well, it's not a saying, it's, what's his name? Henry Ford said, if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. So I'm saying that because how many people have I heard, oh, I don't, I'm too old, I can't remember, Okay, that's fine. You can't, you won't, and you can get by with English. Sure, there's no doubt about that. So I'm no longer pushing learning the language. I'm just saying that I enjoy it. It's opened up a lot of doors for me, and I'm going to just keep on keeping on with that deal. One last thing I wanted to talk about was tipping and charity. People have asked me, do you tip? Of course, we're raised in a society, we Americans, that we're, maybe in Europe too, I haven't spent a whole lot of time there, about, you should tip. But here, they're not used to tipping. Some person, a foreigner, told me that, no, I think it was a comment, that tipping is a unique American custom. I don't know. And so we calculated out 10% or 20% or 15%, whatever. But I'll just tell you what I do and just take it from there. If I have some extra money and I'm in a good mood and they treated me well, I give them a little tip. And if I can't, or I can but I don't want to, then I don't. So my understanding is that they don't expect a tip, but they always appreciate a tip if you give them one. So I told you about my barber the other day. He didn't know why I was giving him that extra money. But to me, massage my shoulders, cut hair out of my ears, out of my nose, out of my eyebrows, to me that's extra. And even kind of shaved right here in my cheeks. So I thought, hey, this guy's doing a good job. He's spending some extra time. So I gave him a little bit extra money, although he wasn't expecting it. He was surprised. Now, here's the pushback that I got when I used to give advice on tipping. I was with a fella, he just got here, never been in the Philippines before, and I took him out for dinner. And as we were leaving, there was an elderly lady, an old lady, and her husband was blind. He had his hand on her shoulder. And they were walking, they just kind of stopped in front of me. And so I pulled out some money and gave it to him because I wanted to. And this fellow that was standing next to me, had just got here, he said, I don't give to those people. He said, you give to one of them, you have to give to all of them. I thought to myself, what? Who made that rule? That's not the rule that I know, or that I have experienced. If I have money, just like the tipping, and I want to give it, I will. If I don't, I won't. And another thing that's a very common concept All these kids, I don't give them anything, because you give them something, the next day they'll have 20 members of their family there, you know, with them, waiting for. And you know what? I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna do something. This boy, I was eating at an outdoor restaurant, and he was standing over there waiting for people to get finished, and I noticed when one couple got up and left their tray, left their food. He went over there and started taking the leftover food. And I said to myself, okay, well, you know, he's hungry. I think it was the next day I saw him standing over there. And I went over there and I gave him a little bit of money because I wanted to. And I said to myself, let's just see if tomorrow, at this time, look what time it is, if he's going to have 20 of his family members. What do you think happened? I went there. He wasn't there. No family members were there. Nobody was there. It was the same time, the next day. So I'm not going to give advice. Give money, don't give money, tip, don't tip. Nah, you know, do your homework, do what you feel is right. If somebody tells you you're doing the wrong thing, okay, learn the lesson. So, no more advice. I mean, you can see on my videos what I do, what I don't do. I wish you all the best, and thanks for coming to my channel. I was telling somebody, I don't know why people come to my channel. I mean, I don't review hotels, restaurants. I go to hotels, I go to restaurants, but I don't do the proper review. And of course, you know that one video, because I didn't give the prices. This video is useless without prices. Okay. So anyway, I appreciate you coming by, and I appreciate the people that have supported this channel over the years. Alrighty, take care, have a good day. Bye-bye.